back to Master Jedi X. Me, who is Master Jedi X, has created a book called The Last Chance, and I am going to read it, or at least try to. If not, this video will not be edited out. Perfect. It worked. The Last Chance. Edited by A.E. by other than me. I really hope this is really cool. Alright. Day 1. The bomb. I remember it. I remember like it was yesterday. That's better. I remember like it was yesterday. The date was February 5th, 2021. My birthday. I was on my way home. I was home on my laptop doing schoolwork, aka math. Super easy. Anyway, it was just after 8 p.m. I got done with school, shut my laptop. My mom came to the door, gave me a hug, and told me that we needed to go. You see, back then, in my family, it was a thing we did. Whoever's birthday it was, they got to go pick where we went out to eat. I was cut off by the bell. Okay, I suppose we should all go to bed now. I will tell you more when we go to lunch tomorrow. Excuse me, burping. Tomorrow. I said, smiling. I'm sorry. The kids stood up and raced each other to their beds. It was early spring. The flowers were blooming, and the grass, with all the other plant life, was turning green. As I looked in the sky, I remembered more and more the bomb, the war, the death, my family, friends, everything. A tear comes down my face and hits the ground. The night was so quiet, you could hear the tear splash on the ground. "Hey, John, you okay, man?" said a familiar voice. "Yeah, I'm good. Lopez, do you remember?" I asked. I should have said. I asked. And it should have been said a familiar voice. Asked a familiar voice. Ha ha. Yes, I do. I remember meeting Dan and Star. That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. I miss the old world, I said. Me too. The next morning, the farmers are gathering their food. The kids are going to school. All is great until God comes up to Lopez and I. "We found a refuge," said Sam. "Where?" I said. "South of here." Okay, we shall go far. Okay, we shall... Got it. Okay, we will see what we can find. Lopez and I started walking to the stables. Wait, there might be people there. How many? Are they bandits? Don't know. So you'll be going in blind. I'm gonna try to, mimic people's voices. And, move my voices up and down, up and down, up and down to do this. I'm probably only gonna read the first chapter today because, well, whatever. Okay, well, I think it is time for us to take a risk, I said. "Come back, please," Sam said. "We will," I said. "Will we?" asked Lopez. I don't know, I said. 3 hours later, Lopez and I found the place. We hopped off our horses and began the search. Lopez chose a good old M16, while I chose my favorite, the M1 Garand. Guns in hand, we went into the first building. Opening the door, I stepped inside. Closing the whole door behind us, I began to look for tripwire. I did not see one, but that doesn't mean that there was not one there. We stopped moving and listened for breathing. Nothing. I moved my hand to the left in a swiping motion to tell Lopez to go look upstairs. He nods and heads up. I walk to the first door I see. Then it's numbered 2, 3, 4. Not important. I opened the door slowly, looking for a trap. Nothing. I step inside. I took a look around the small room. 2 windows, one to the right, one straight ahead. Where I was standing, there is a small blue desk with piles of paper on it. A chair that has some sort of red substance on it. Blood, I thought. In the corner of my eye, I saw a file with big red words that said, Top Secret. Sorry about that. I picked it up and opened it. After reading it for a sec, I put it into my backpack. All of a sudden, I'll hear a loud bang and yelling from upstairs. I bolt out the door, run up the stairs, almost falling down them. Turning to the first room, I see Turning to the first room, and I see Lopez on the ground with paint cans stuck to his shoe, and the paint cans all over the place. What happened here? Are you okay? I ask. I'm fine. I just stepped in a paint can when I saw a cat run by. That is when I lost my balance and fell, kicking all the paint cans down. I'm lucky that I did not get any on me. Well, I think that was not luck. The paint looks dry. Alright. But can you help me get this can off me, please? I don't know. Can I? Just help me up. Okay. I bent over, grabbed him by the arm, and he did the same. We counted 1, 2, 3. I pulled, and I pulled. He pushed, and I pulled him up. Back on track, we looked at the rest of the rooms. Nothing was in them but a bunch of boxes. We moved on to the next 5 buildings, were all empty. When they walked up to the cement wall with an unnamed gate. I think that might be. I think that we might have been looking for it in the wrong place, Lopez said. No, I think this is it. No, all that's left is to find our way in. As I said that, Lopez found a way we could get in. Found one! Shouted Lopez. Okay, I'll be on my way, I shouted back. As I got closer to the way, I heard a noise coming closer and closer. Lopez put his arm down for me to grab. I grabbed his hand, and he pulled me up. Then the noise was still getting louder as it came close. What do you think that is? I said in a whisper. I don't know, Lopez said, whispering back. Should we hide? Good idea. We should hide. Good idea. We lied down to watch and see what was the noise. What the noise was. The noise was now at least 2 blocks away. As we watched, I began to wonder if it is bandits. Out of the blue, 3 military transports, 2 armored cars, and 1 tank came in a convoy and smashed open the gate. As we watched the men get out of their trucks, I spot the captain. I pull out my binoculars and get a closer look. He was German. I could tell that armband on his right forearm. They were all part of a Spec Ops Nazi team. Lopez raised his gun, almost pulling the trigger. I pulled him back. What are you doing? I asked in a soft voice. We need to kill them. Yeah, I know, but there is a tank. You kill one of them. You kill one, it shoots us and kills us. Okay, fine. What do you think? What do we do? After a brief moment, I thought of something that might work. I have a plan. We need to get the troops away from the tank. How do we do that? I don't know. But I will think of something. The convoy moves in. The captain nods to one of the soldiers, and all troops go to the right while the tank and armored cars go to the left. Well, that worked out better than I thought. Okay, now we take out the soldiers one by one, and hope we don't get caught. We jump down, making a quiet thump as we landed. I signal Lopez to take out the ones on the right while I take out the ones on the left. I had been behind a big cargo box, waiting for my first victim. As one lonely soldier walked up into the box looking around, I stand up, first grab fast, and grab him by the head, covering his mouth, pulling him down, and knifing him in the neck. Blood was all over the ground, but I must keep going before someone spots the body. I poked my head around the corner looking for a different hiding spot. I see one, but it's not close at all. I see one, but it is not close at all. I ran for it, hoping they wouldn't see me. I got there. No one saw me. Now I wait. After what seems like forever, I hear two soldiers talking. The only word I could make out was the name Fritz. He came closer and closer. When he had seen me, it was too late. Another kill. I pulled the body out of the way. Still at my spot, I waited for the next one. Sure enough, one by one, they came and died. One left to go, but the pile of bodies was seen. Thinking fast, I ran out of there because I knew the tank was and the armored cars were on their way. Running, I saw Lopez in the corner of my eye, and I yelled at him, "The tanks are coming!" And he too was now in a full-on sprint mode. We found a spot to hide, hoping the tank nor the armored cars would see us. Okay, now what? Asked Lopez in a worried tone. I don't know. We did not bring anything to help us in this situation. I don't know. We did not bring anything to help us in this situation, I said. I have an idea. We need a big boom, right? So if we shoot the gas cans on the on the cars, that make a big boom, I said. That could work, but how? Man, I suck at talking right now. Also, I'm starving, so that doesn't make sense. That could work, but how are we going to shoot the armored car through the armor? God, I can't speak. Man, I feel bad for voicing for Lopez. I can speak of me, but I can't do Lopez. Asked Lopez. That would be hard, but we're lucky. I got a good look at the cars. The gas can is on the outside of the car, not armored. I hope this works. The tank and the armored cars moved closer and closer. We had the high ground on them. When they got in range, Lopez and I opened fire. The bullets punched right through the gas. No explosion. Well, said Lopez before the gas turned to flames, and in an instant all of the cars and the tank went flying in all directions. Luckily, we were not hit by one of the pieces of shrapnel. What did I tell you? I said. Yeah. Thanks for saving us. Now let's go, Lopez said, being sarcastic. After looking through the wreckage, Lopez and I went back to base camp. It was getting late, so we decided to search the rest of the place tomorrow. When we got back to the crowd was waiting for the story, I walked over after eating my dinner, sat down, and looked at everyone. There were more people from what I could tell. I started right off where I left off. Okay, now for more of the story. I chose to go to Applebee's. We drove there, went in, and were seated. When we got our food, we ate it, or at least we began to. I was halfway through my pasta when someone in a black and red jacket, black pants, black everything. Not trying to be racist. Just saying, like, we couldn't see his skin color, couldn't see his face, so we used the black gloves, black socks, black everything. Not being racist. I could not see his face nor hands. See? He held up a big red black box with a red button on top. He held something. I told my family that it might be a good idea to hide underneath the table. So we did, and some other tables did the same. When he was stopped yelling, right when the chef and everyone came from the kitchen out and he hit the button, all I could see was a big red flash with pieces of building on the with pieces of the building flying everywhere. One of the pieces one of the pieces of wood almost slammed into my hand, but I moved my hand just in time. I closed my eyes. After we hit, all I could hear were the screams of people who were burning. Sirens all around. Before I knew, I was back in my own mom's car with my brother and sister. I asked my mom what had happened. After a few minutes, she said, I will tell you tomorrow. It's getting late. End of chapter 1. So I hope that everybody loved chapter 1. It was only 16 minutes long. I'm sorry for every mess up I made. Hopefully when I read chapter 2 it won't be too messy and it'll be tomorrow. Anyways, hope everybody has a good night. I have to go upstairs and actually eat something now. After I edit this video real quick. Goodbye.